the Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. We the Brown Boys. The Brown Boys. We the Brown Boys.
I seen Gilbert Arenas also come out and explain what he got going on. So let's go over that. Let's go over a lot of stuff, man. I feel like I'm rejuvenated, and I want to get to the hot topics of what's going on. We're going to talk about some of these trades. We're going to talk about that Gucci Man robbery. We're going to talk about it all. But let's talk about this first because Brandon Jennings had to moderate. And I think Josiah left underdog, and I think he's going with Gilbert Arenas. And July 1st was the first day that, yesterday was the first day that Gilbert could have signed. So let's see what's going on.
I'll send you a dap. Come over that way. Appreciate you as well.
Thank you.
Shout out to our tremendously talented crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. And if I don't see you again on this couch, a good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hey, Kobe.
Got you. Before I let you get on out of here, Gilbert, talk to me about, Gil's Arenas. What's going on, my man?
Now, I don't know what the hell going on with Gil, but let me put an overlay up because I don't want them to say prolonged attack because they tried to get me. I don't know what happened to Gil, but I just, damn, boy, you drying up, boy. Yo, lay off that Ozempic, bro. You got to lay off that Ozempic. Whatever you own, whatever that is that's sucking your cheeks in like that, making your eyes look that big, get off that shit, bro. But let's go. Let's go. Let me take it down. I got nothing else to say.
My brother, talk to me. Let the audience know what's up.
Listen, I had to make a business decision, and I was looking at the landscape. We were doing 4 days a week, thinking we're about to turn to 5, and then another show got added, which was Gridiron Football Show with Skip, Akeem, and them, and we got bumped to 2 days. When you're trying to make progress, that's like winning a championship, and then all the starters get put to the bench, and you only playing 21 minutes. Right? It didn't make sense to me. And it's like, if we want to build and build, we can't play under, another show on.
Wait a minute. It's like what? It's like the starters going to the bench and only getting 21 minutes. Say again. Hold on. I got to hear this again.
I had to make a
season 5, my brother, talk to me. Let the audience know what's up.
Listen, I had to make a business decision. And I was looking at the landscape. We were doing 4 days a week, thinking we're about to turn to 5, and then another show got added, which was Gridiron Football Show with Skip, Akeem, and them, and we got bumped to 2 days. When you're trying to make progress, that's like winning a championship, and then all the starters get put to the bench, and you only playing 21 minutes. Right? It didn't make sense to me. And it's like, if we want to build,
there you go again, sounding like an employee. Now, see. When I hear him talk like this, after coming up on my panel being so disrespectful, calling himself a boss, saying I own 100% of nothing, and doing all this don't sound like he ever owned anything. How can you say it's like the starters going to the bench and it didn't make sense to you? What don't make sense to me is why you didn't do what MJ did in Washington. Couldn't nobody send him to the fucking bench. He was a player by title, but we all knew he was still part owner. So you being the part owner, how can somebody else just force you to spend less time playing? Like, I don't get it. You're not just like Brandon Jennings, supposedly. You're not just like Kenyon Martin. You're not just like the rest of the crew. You are a guy who's a part of the crew, but you created this shit. Can't nobody tell you what to do with your creation. Like, nobody can tell me what to do with my creation. I'm sorry. When you own something, I thought the whole purpose of owning it is so that you have creative control. Nobody can take over what you want to do. So if Gilbert was an actual owner, he wouldn't be sounding like this. He wouldn't be saying, oh, well, we just got pushed to 2 days and it was like you put the starters on the bench and it don't make sense. Like, no, you'd be like, no, the show was doing great. The football show was doing great, but You know, we had just come off having the #1 show, so we're not going to take less days. And we had a rift between that, and so we couldn't see eye to eye. And so I decided to get my name back and part ways from them. That's a disagreement, like a boss. You're saying that they just told you what to do. They just forced you to have less days. I can see if y'all disagreed on it and you took your thoughts and ideals to the door and said that then we ain't doing it, and I'm leaving with my show. That's not what happened. That's not what it sounds like. It sounds like Underdog was able to do whatever the hell they want to do, and then they told you to kick rocks.